All right. Welcome back, welcome in. You found us once again. Shoot the Gap, a generation fantasy football generational show spanning the generation gap of 20s, 30s, and 40s. I am your humble MC, Brian, the El Campeón Baldwin. And I'm honored to introduce Connor, the Gut Marshal. How you doing, Connor?
Well, first off, let me congratulate you, amigo. You're the champ. You're in the champ club now. This is the champ episode, guys.
Oh yeah.
The rings are back on. And Brian, yours is coming in the mail, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm looking into it, dude. Looking into it. Shopping. Ring shopping. That's pretty awesome, dude. That's pretty awesome, man. Yeah, it's weird, man, because it takes a while for it to soak in. Like, you get stunned by it, like you were talking about. I was thinking about what you're talking about, Connor. Whenever you said that, it's over, you're like, like you're exhausted because there's so much stuff you got to do, and you're right about that. But one thing is, dude, is that that whenever the season's over, that like there's that hole, because there's something you've been doing, like especially you and I, since we've been doing it since quarantine, since like March. As soon as like Yahoo said, "Hey, we're gonna open up the drafts," you and I were the first ones in. I mean, so we've been drafting. So we've been doing this for 9 months, something like that. We could have had a baby. Yeah, we did have a baby. I did have a baby. Yeah, it was. My championship.
It's a constant thing. That's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so the hole is still there. But now, like whenever I look back, I'm like now when I look at it, I'm like, man, I don't have anything to look at on fantasy football. But I'm like, well, that's because I'm the champion. That's why, Oh my god, though. Hell yeah, man. Yeah. So
is right. And
yeah.
Which I was talking to my friend, the fantasy champion friend, Brian Baldwin, and he was saying, out of the 3 people in this show, we have 3 championships and 3 straight appearances.
Mm-hmm.
So the moral of the story, guys, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to click the bell notification. Brian, do you want to start off thanking our sponsors for the official champion show of Houston?
Oh, you're giving it to me first. Yeah, man. Well, if you give it to me, dude, I'm always going to go to the pride of Sunnyside, man. High volume music radio, man. Yeah, dude. You get to see shows like the Andrew B. Vocal Sounds, the Business Knowledge Broker Show, the Soul Brothers Show, What's on Your Mind with Aunt Boogie, and Blame It on the Boogie, man. Yeah, dude, if you love the funk, check out Blame It on the Boogie, man. Yeah, it's all on one app. And also check out their website, highvolumemusicradio.com. You'll be really happy that you did. Connor, hit the second one, my brother.
Well, you know which one I'm going to go to when I have a first chance. I'm going to go to Sports Host. Man, 2020 was a hard year for everyone, man. Anyone and everyone. And no community was cooler to everyone, including me, than the Sports Host community. It was awesome. I had a super fun time. I've met a lot of fun people on there. Guys, seriously, download the link below in the description. You got to try the app.
Yeah. Awesome. So this is the 45th show. December 28th in this foul year of our Lord. And
Brian.
Oh, don't say. I hope I'm not the 45th champ. Oh my god.
Technically.
Dude, don't know. I don't want to be anywhere close to a 45. No. I reject it. That's fake news.
Say that now.
That's fake news. Fake news. Yeah. Okay. But hope everybody had a great Christmas. So that was pretty awesome to watch football on Christmas. But today we'll be doing our Week 16 wrap up show, or what we call the Blaster Blank show. But it's the last one of the season, man. This is it. Just pour one out for the season is done, man. Yeah.
No more.
Yeah. It's done. So. Yeah, exactly. But don't go anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're a year-long show. We're going to be doing a review of our fantasy season, discussing stuff like our draft draft strategies of what we thought of them and what happened. So we're going to basically take out the black box of our seasons and talk about it, and where we can see where we did well, where we didn't do so well, and just go ahead and discuss and pretty much talk about the lessons. Because remember, man, it's not a mistake if you learn the lesson, right? So you just learn the lesson for this year, and so that way you'll be better for next year. Connor, do you get an amen from that, my brother?
Amen.
There you go. All right. So normally we do the Merry Early Christmas, okay, but Christmas is gone, and so is the 2020 fantasy football season. So now we're calling it the GNUs. Yeah, that's what we're doing it. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and talk about things, but yeah, no. It's got a theme song. Check it out.
No news is good news. No news is good news. You ain't got any rules if you ain't got any news.
Yeah. See, come on. How can you not like that?
Sounds
Okay.
like something you'd hear in a Muppets fever dream.
Dude, come on. Well, you know what? Some would say that the Great Space Coaster was a Muppets fever dream. So you're not wrong about that. But so let's talk about some stuff here. One of the we're going to just hit the high points. There's a lot of things going on. There's going to be a lot of players sitting this coming up in Week 17, like Dalvin Cook sitting. Was it?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, and also.
2018 championship. Dalvin Cook carried you. You don't have him. Play Madison. Play Madison. That's what you're gonna do. That's your solution.
Well, it's scary.
You're not winning.
Yeah, it's scary. What you would do is that I would probably go.
McCaffrey. What if you have McCaff?
I would play Dare Gumbawabi. Wabi. Yeah.
What about Mr. Boone?
Well, that's the thing is that I think I would steer clear from Minnesota, and I would go to the guy that I know is going to get all the touches, which is Dare. Yeah, because James Robinson. See, that's one. Well, let's just go and talk there. Like James Robinson, he's out for the season now. Julio Jones, Keenan Allen out. Matthew Stafford hurt his ribs, he's out. Philip Lindsay's on the IR. Cooper Kupp is on the COVID list. Okay, yeah, and Connor, I want to get your thoughts on this. Dwayne Haskins being released. Yeah, man.
It's obvious. Like whenever he came out of the draft, he was pretty cocky, and at the time. Because he threw a lot of touchdowns at Ohio State, and that was the Ohio State team that had both A.J. Brown, Mecole Hardman, and DK Metcalf on it.
Oh, so pretty stacked.
Well, they've all gone on to be great NFL receivers. He is, he's not on a team anymore, and he's issued a statement saying he's going to be a better version of himself.
Right.
And Ndamukong Suh said the same thing multiple times, but I hope for Dwayne Haskins' sake that it is true.
Yeah, sure, man.
Jameis Winston type move.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I'm in several Texans groups on Facebook, and one of them was like, "Oh, like bring him in." I'm like, that is not a good idea at all. He's the last person in the locker room.
Well, let me ask you: did he take his last NFL snap?
When did he?
No, did he do that? In other words, is no team going to pick him up?
No, I think someone's going to pick him up. He might not be a starter.
Yeah.
But someone was going to. I mean, if he wants to be in the NFL, he'll be in the NFL. It's all a matter of how low is he willing to go.
All right.
He's in limbo now. No pun
Gotcha.
intended.
Yeah. Well, how about Jared Goff, man? Broke his thumb.
Pretty boy Goff obviously is going to be sitting for a while. He is not made of paper trails, but he is made of something that is flimsy. He's no Aaron Donald when it comes to bone density, man.
Let me ask you, tell me real quick. Let's play a real quick game. Is this a starting quarterback or an insurance agent? John Wolford.
That sounds like a guy that does a little column A and a little column B.
Dude, that's right. A little bit of both. That's funny. I just got that. That's funny. That's funny.
It sounds like an underrated Jason Sudeikis movie.
John Wolford. Yeah, no, that's the guy. That's the 2018 undrafted free agent. 25 years old, never taken a snap. He last time he played was for. Do you remember the Alliance American Football League, Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that
That was
folded
when
halfway through.
Johnny Manziel was in that one.
Yes, exactly. Well, this guy he started for Arizona Hotshots in 2019. Completed about 63% of the passes for over 1,600 yards,
Okay,
14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So there you go.
I get
Would
the
you would
idea.
you, would you pick him up? Would you pick him up if you had Patrick Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes is sitting this week?
Look, this is a narrative that I want to take, and I want to have this once, and I want this to be a defining moment, and it's a mental picture for us, so we remember it, and we don't have to keep going back to it. No, I mean this because I'm coming to this now. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Lay it
I
on me.
remember when I first got into fantasy football. This was in 2018. I had been kind of removed from the NFL for a year or two, so I was used to the Jeff Fisher era of the Rams sucking. So the first season that I saw the Rams, it was like Rams. That was girly. You know, you wanted that. Beautiful. And that's what people are still chasing in girly and in the Rams rushing game. And look, they're not that good, but they've been good this year. And parts of them were serviceable and good last year. So the narrative is that the Rams are a good system. Sean McVay is a good offensive coordinator, and in general, you're gonna bang on the wide receivers. Look, if you drafted Cooper Kupp or Robert Woods, you were happy. Yeah, he caught Kupp is maybe not in this game, but
Well, yeah, I'm happier with Woods than I am
you're
Cooper
happier
Kupp.
with Woods. But Woods is a safe bet, and I'd say I'd still draft Woods next year. That's
Wow.
I need to just
Wow.
I need to start
Last year,
him and
last year we were like, boo Woods. Yeah, last year.
let me the guts talking, man. The guts talking. Don't interrupt the
My
guts.
legs. Sorry. My legs.
It's okay. Okay. This thing is able to have abs and championships at the same time. It's a rare feat. Not everyone can do that. But anyway, here's the thing, guys. You invest in the Rams, okay? They're a good. They're a top 5 offense for fantasy.
So you would go ahead and pick up that quarterback if you had Patrick Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes is sitting, or if you had Deshaun Watson and they sit Deshaun Watson, would you pick up
Yeah, because
Mr.
there's probably not
Wolford?
anyone better on waivers at this point.
That's right. That's my point. My boy Blue, my boy. All right, now so
Moving on.
hey, do that warm my heart. Yeah, dude, what'd you think whenever you heard Landry, Higgins, and Donovan Peoples-Jones were out for Cleveland? I'm just curious,
I
dude.
wasn't surprised. I was like,
Yeah, did
whatever.
you think that it was going to be like a bigger game for Chubb or Hunt? I mean, was that like a narrative in your mind,
It
or
just made me think about how I dislike the commercials Baker does, Brian. If you want my
so you're like, I don't care about Chubb. Yeah, I could care less about Chubb. Yeah,
care less about you.
that's a little. Yeah, I really want to kiss you. No, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, anybody who knows what I'm talking about, Joe. Yeah.
Chubb is on the list of running backs that I want to draft in the first round. Mixon. It's like whenever a girl is really hot and you go on a date with her, and after the date you just find out she's really boring, creative, and then you talk to big game to all your friends, and you got to come home and like, yeah, it's not really working out. That's what happened with Joe Mixon.
Gotcha.
I gotta move on, man. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
tried.
But and I don't.
Named Giovanni
Giovanni.
that
Yeah.
fucks everything up.
No. Who was the guy that was screwing? Balaj was the one screwing me up. Yeah, with Eckler, that jackass. God, I hate that guy. Now I hate him. But dude, we find what 2020 was a weird year, and to make it weird, even more weird, that it literally takes a pandemic year to hurt the Gore Lactus, with Frank Gore being out for an injury. Who would have thought? Yeah. Who would have thought Gore could actually get hurt? It had to be a weird year like 2020, for that to happen. So
Well, they do say that the football games that he plays in are a little more violent because they do contain blood and gore.
oh, look at that! Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun. You're welcome. You're welcome. So we're gonna go, but okay, let's go and move on to the Blast and the Blanks. Before we do that, dude, just want to give a little heartwarming tale, dude. I thought it was kind of cool. I just wanted to mention. Just give me about a minute here. I read a story that this guy named Tilla, he had a longtime commissioner of their league of over like 10 years, and it's also the gentleman's uncle passed away in the middle of the season, and somehow his team made it to the championship game just going on autopilot, and so the opponent went ahead and sat all of his players so that uncle's team could win. So I thought that was kind of cool, man. That's kind of realizing that all this really is just a game and nothing more. So I thought that was kind of neat. Just want to give out a shout out to Zach Meeks. He's the one who shared that story with me. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, man. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that, dude. So all right. On to the blast and the blanks, my brother. Let's go ahead and do it, dude. You want to get started, man? Who do you want to start with, or what position you want to start with?
That's what she said. I think I'm
I
gonna
just set you up on that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, yeah,
I will do running backs.
yeah. First out of the gate. All right. Unorthodox. I like
wanna
it.
Talk about my guy.
Go for it. Go for it.
Look, man. I know what it's like for this guy to win you a championship because that's what this one right here, the one that has the Saints colors, that's the one that Alvin Kamara won me. So if you had Alvin Kamara, he won you your league. Motherfucker got 6 touchdowns. He scored
What
50 fucking points.
what did Doc call him? What Doc call it? Because the Doc wasn't able to be here.
Kamara-strophe.
No, dude.
He
called it the Kamassacre.
The Kamassacre.
Yeah, Alvin Kamassacre. Yeah, because he went up.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, because he went up against Alvin Kamara, and he made it to the championship game, but wasn't. I mean, dude, come on.
Bad for him.
Yeah. But that's not the reason why he's not here. He's here being a good husband. He's got some husband stuff to take care of, so he's doing that. But yeah, no, he
by doctors.
Yeah, right. But he wanted to make sure and mention that. And I thought it was kind of cool. So we'll give a little. That was a promise that we said that we'd do for him. But yeah, that was pretty cool to come out.
Because I went up against Diggs, so you understand how I would feel watching him catch 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, dude.
You won because of Diggs.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. That's so exciting.
So other running backs that did really good: David Montgomery, Jonathan Taylor. Look, these are league winners, guys. Also, if you had Brian, didn't you have some running backs that helped you win the game?
Okay. I won. Okay. The only one that really helped me was Austin Eckler, and he had an okay game.
Yeah.
But the one that I was like, and we'll talk about this guy in the blanks. So I was mentioning, I chose Bell over this guy, which was Myles Gaskin. Man, 14 rushes for 87 yards, 5 targets for 5 receptions, 82 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah. I had that on my bench. That was on my bench. Oh,
your bench. I'll level with you. James Conner was on my bench. So two, sir, made a mistake. Also starting Bell. Fuck Bell.
Yeah.
He is on the list of people not to draft next year.
Taco.
There's just like there's a room of kickers. I am making a room of running backs now. In this room, I present to you, sirs, ladies, and gentlemen, Todd Gurley, Melvin Gordon, Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, Frank Gore, because of course, David Johnson, and lastly, but not leastly, motherfucking Le'Veon Bell.
Champion. But dude, David Johnson though, man, he had 12 rushes for 128 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 targets, 3 receptions, 11 yards, and 1 touchdown. Yeah, dude. So he did pretty well. So
Don't let the allure of the good weeks in between all the bad let you change from the fact that if you consistently started David Johnson and he was your answer, he was not good. He was only good if you banked on him in certain situations.
Agreed. Yeah. Plus, he was hurt a lot. How about J.D. McKissick? Went from like dude, 4 rushes for 15 yards. That's like but dude, 10 targets for 8 receptions, 77 yards, and that 1 long touchdown. Come on, man. That was a good game. Giovanni actually had a good game too. Yeah.
He did. Yeah, and as long as Alex Smith is quarterback, you can feel safe betting on the running backs in Washington in general. You want to go ahead and handle wide receivers, Brian?
You want to go to the blanks on the running backs?
Yeah. So besides Bell,
No, Bell. Yeah, dude, Bell's the first one. Jackass.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Oh God, Derrick, 23 rushes, 23 for 98 yards. I mean, come on, dude, a Yeti. I think you're right. He really isn't a Yeti. He is a Hemi. Okay, it was in the snow. The motor got cold. Couldn't get started. He couldn't get the motor started, man, in the cold, dude. That's what a Hemi does, an old car, It's
he thrives in Jacksonville because it's a hot environment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Swift. How about DeAndre Swift, man? Yeah. He had a fumble.
Not good, man. It's the Lions for you.
Yeah. And Gordon. It's supposed to be the Gordon show, right? With Lindsay in the IR.
He's in the room, man. He's in the room.
One of the blasts we didn't talk about that links up to the blank here is AJ Dillon. AJ Dillon looked really good, man.
This is what I was. Okay, look. Aaron Jones is not as good this year as he was last year. End of discussion. He blasted and won you like 2 games.
The first game, dude. Remember, Doc had him, and he scored over like 200 points. Never seen that before in my life in fantasy football, at least in our league, So, yeah, but Aaron Jones, dude, right? He did 10 rushes, 94 yards, 3 targets for 2 receptions, and 14 yards. But AJ Dillon was the story. Aaron Jones is a free agent. There's a good chance that he's going to go away. It's going to be the A.J. Dillon show.
Exactly the A.J. Dillon and Jamal Williams show even.
No, Jamal's a free agent too, big time.
Well, then I would be all in on Mr. A.J. Dillon and his
legs.
He could be owning Saquon for the biggest legs in the NFL running back position.
If you have a dynasty, team, trade for A.J. Dillon. Okay.
For 2021, Shoot the Gap has to start a dynasty league. It's in the writing.
All right.
We must either find a league and found it, or we have to join one or something.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Let's make it happen. They're doing leagues.
So on wide receivers, man, a lot of the wide receivers that did really well, they actually did what was projected. So I love using that format, that Doc proposed, but so I only have just a few blasts, like true blasts, for wide receivers. So I'd be interested to hear what's on your list or on your mind there too, Connor. But I was going to start with like Mike Evans, of course, 12 targets, 10 receptions, 181 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, dudes.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Brandon Cooks, another one guy that was on my bench, who I started Brandon Ayuk over. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's hurt. 10 targets. Well, Kittle got him. 10 targets, 7 receptions, 141 yards, 1 touchdown. That's Brandon Cooks. And dude, Stephon Diggs. Okay, check this out, guys. Okay, so we normally record this thing on was it Monday, right? We normally do it Monday, but we were having scheduling issues, holidays was messing things up, and so that's why we ended up recording it tonight on Wednesday night. But at the time, it was Monday, right, when I was typing up my blast and blanks, and I was like, you know what? I needed Stephon Diggs to get 15 points. I was like, I think he's going to do well, so I typed in Stephon Diggs, and this is what I put. I mean, I think I was pretty much, I just said, I said 12 targets for 10 receptions for 111 yards, and a touchdown. That's what I said. What he did was 11 targets, 9 receptions, 145 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Yeah,
The
man.
man running in the 45 there once again, my
You know,
friend.
Connor,
Don't let us chase you, Brian.
your voice was echoing in my head when I was watching this show, watching Stephon Diggs. When I said that I was thinking he wasn't going to do well, and I remember you said whenever our match that I ended up beating you with Stephon Diggs, you said, "I'm afraid that he's going to go off in the second half." That's what you said, and that's exactly what happened. So and that seems to be what Stephon Diggs does. He gives you like a first quarter and a half is was scary, and then from that point on, he'll take off. So that was really interesting. So that's let's see here. So I think that's that's where I'm at. Yeah, dude, those are the ones that I saw that were true blasts. Based on Doc's Matrix. So
Juju. You gotta include Juju.
There you go. All right. Talk about it. Yeah, he did well.
If you got Juju, it was good for you, but he was on my bench. Can we move into the blanks?
Dude, I hope so. Yeah, we'll start off with Brandon Ayuk. Let's talk about that guy.
Ayuk.
Yeah, dude, that he didn't do well. Oh, dude, how about? Oh my God, the guy gave me the
Chase Claypool.
Go for it. Yeah, Chase Claypool. Yeah. Since you're connected to Juju, that's a smart one. The Christmas Goose, Corey Davis. Yeah, 2 targets and nothing, 0 points. Got you a nice little Christmas Goose.
Oh boy, you chased Corey Davis, and you shouldn't be mad that's what happened to you.
Yeah, that was rough.
Corey Davis.
Oh, dude, look at you, dude.
But it's Corey Davis.
I know, I got you. That's pretty good.
You have the same energy in fantasy football. Corey Davis and practice are the same thing. You remember that? Are you seriously spending that much time thinking about them?
DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, man. Oh my gosh.
I needed DK to go off. He did not do me well.
Connor, is Tyler Lockett what is he? What is he? Is he wide receiver 2, flex, don't draft? What is he?
He has a higher ceiling than Tyreek Hill, and he has a lower floor than Tyreek Hill.
Well, they both did. Tyreek Hill did awful.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. I know Tyreek Hill did awful, but what I'm trying to tell you is we've talked about Tyreek and what he is as a player, just how volatile he is. What I'm trying to tell you is Tyler Lockett is more volatile. He can goose egg, and he can get 45 points.
Yeah. Well, we did we talk about Devontae Adams as a blast?
No, he's kind of the unspoken guy we don't talk about, and I think we should talk about that. Look, outside of the last season when he got injured, he was banged up a couple games this year, but I mean, he's fine if you think about it in the grand scheme of things. There's things on waivers you can get, so if you draft him and then you just play the waiver and you find a good backup guy, that's the way to go. So I'm gonna remember that. If I can't get a top tier running back, I'm probably just gonna draft Devontae.
Oh, so is he the top of the wide receiver list on tier?
This year was D-Hop's year, so you're kind of buying high on D-Hop because he's.
Hey, dude, D-Hop didn't do good. Dude, he only did 12 targets, 8 receptions for 48 yards.
If he gets to the second next year,
that's championship game.
I'd take him in the second next year.
I think that's what he went this year in our league. So okay.
What I'm going to do moving on is I'm not going to draft as heavy at running back, with the intent of finding a replacement at running back. Seeing all the things that happened this year.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's smart because that way you wouldn't missed out on James Robinson because you would already be looking for that. I understand. That's real smart, Connor. AJ Brown didn't do well. Marvin Jones Jr. But of course that was with Stafford going out, and Russell Gage, man, 5 targets, 4 receptions, 23 yards. So yeah, that rounds out my blanks list. That you care to add, sir? You want to move to the quarterbacks?
Move to the quarterbacks.
All right, let's do it.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, yeah, he did okay. He did okay. I won because the other guy had Jalen Hurts, and I had Aaron Rodgers. That's who I would start with, dude. 231 pass yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 3 rushes, and for 19 yards, dude. Yeah, that guy, dude. It was man, I loved owning him. Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you, Connor. Deshaun Watson, dude. How about that, dude? 324 yards, 3 touchdowns. 5 rushes, 38 yards, but he did lose a fumble. And also, whenever I know he's having some scans and scopes being done on his throwing arm, so he might not even play this week. So see about that. Andy Dalton had a great week. Big Ben woke up. He had a really good week. 342 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 rushes. Then Brandon Allen, dude. How about that? Who would have thought that? Brandon Allen, 371 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins, 291 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mitch Trubisky, he did well. And of course, dude, Tom Brady sat him in the second half, dude. When's the last time you ever seen that, dude? Where they sat.
4 touchdowns.
Yes, but they sat. I mean, he did by halftime. He had 348 yards, 4 touchdowns. But I don't think I've ever seen like a healthy sit for a player that was doing so well at halftime. Dude, 2020. Hello, how are you doing? So who do you got on your list, man?
For busts?
No. Did I miss any blasts?
Not really.
No. Then go and take the blanks. Yeah, go for it. It's your show.
About Josh Allen, right?
You just did. Yeah.
2 points. You're happy about it. Some of the guys that I thought really did not help you would be Chase Claypool, Robert Woods, Cole Beasley, T.Y. Hilton.
Say, brother, we're on quarterbacks, honky.
We're on the quarterbacks.
Yeah, here we go. Welcome back.
I'm looking at my team. I'm like, what failed?
Well,
I'm in. No,
yeah.
things that failed me. If we're going to quarterbacks, Kyler Murray, only 16 points. The mighty Sonic the Hedgehog. He did so bad at the end of the season, and that's one thing I'm remembering. Even though he still got the most points out of any quarterback because of the start. These are the scores the last 5 weeks of the season: 8 points, 17 points, 18 points, 34 points, and 16 points. So he fucks you over because he does bad 3 weeks in a row, does great on your bench, and then sucks again the next week.
Sounds a little bit like Derrick Henry. Championship week, I needed him. Championship week in playoffs, he needed Murray. So where does that put Murray? I mean, would you draft him in the 6th round if he's there?
Depends on what they do. I can't believe I'm saying this, but they need to bring in some more talent at the wide receiver position because at this point in time, I'm not convinced that Christian Kirk is the answer. He's supposed to be a teammate of Kyler Murray, and at this point in time, it seems like he can't acclimate to any type of real chemistry consistently.
6th round, Lamar Jackson's there, and Kyler Murray. Who are you going with?
Lamar Jackson, baby.
Wow. Okay. All right. Matthew Stafford, man. You got to remember this lesson from this year. Matthew Stafford did really well, but this is like the 3rd or 4th year that he's ended the season injured. So you can't really depend on him because when you need him in the playoffs and for your championship game, he won't be there. So just keep that in mind that if you draft Matthew Stafford, that you got to draft a backup plan. Yeah. So yeah. But a lot of the ones that were like blanks or whatever, like Tannehill would be considered a blank because you were expecting a lot. But if you look at what his projections were, he probably hit like right around where his projection was. So you shouldn't be too surprised if you're really paying attention to what's going on. Yeah. So any more quarterbacks on that, Connor? No? Okay. How about we talk about tight ends? How about that, man?
You do love them.
Actually, did I have a good one? Yeah, Logan Thomas did all right. He did what was projected, but I got screwed by one of the tight ends, Kelsey. Yeah, one of the blasts. Yeah. How about that, dude? Where would you draft Kelsey now, dude? I mean, he had 13 targets, 7 receptions for 98 yards and a touchdown, and he's just Mr. Consistent. He was always scoring like close, 20 or close to it. I mean, where would you draft him?
Well, obviously the problem is you don't want to be the boy who cried Kelsey,
He is kind of older, yeah.
and that's just the thought is, oh, I don't want to be the guy that and then he gets injured, and then he gets injured, and
Okay, but so what?
what I'm starting to notice about fantasy from where I'm at now,
Hmm.
looking, it's like, you know, I think you're supposed to just draft shit and then play the waiver. And since we're in a no waiver wire league, we can be more adventurous with what we aim for.
Yeah, but I mean, Diggs, won me. I mean, and I drafted Diggs, and Henry, even though he puttered out in that last game, the two before that, he was a monster. He pulled me through. I mean, he went up against Dalvin Cook and was able to hold zone against Dalvin Cook. So you know, um, eh, eh, eh.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay. So Gronk, dude, he would be considered a blast, even though he got 2 targets, 2 receptions, but those 2 targets, 2 receptions, it's 2 touchdowns. So that's pretty good. Who else would you throw on that?
Gronk can't catch.
Gronk,
Unlike other cats.
Gronk catch, only when in red zone. Gronk catch. Yeah. So,
Gronk catch. Gronk get snatch.
oh jeez.
Gronk get rash. Gronk get
Yeah.
catch.
Oh man, dude, that's not something Dolomite would say. So yeah, you're getting
That's
off
what
track.
Gronk would say.
It definitely is. Who else would you put in that blast, dude? We put Jimmy Graham in there. 5 targets, 4 receptions, 69 yards for 2 touchdowns.
Here, Jimmy Graham. It's been a while since you've been on the good side.
Who else? Who else would you throw in there that you remember?
The Walrus.
Oh well, yeah, he's all. But again, that was another guy that hit the his projected points.
He is
Um,
my love target of the tight ends 2021.
of course,
Gesicki is my safety.
nice, nice. That's a good combination. I want Logan Thomas. That's who I would. That's my love target for tight.
He is my 2 a.m. you up.
Damn, dude, talking about tight ends.
It's like, man, I really want the Walrus, and then it's like, Gesicki is always gonna be there for me, and then it's like, shit, nobody's awake. It's like, Logan Thomas, are you there? I have a game
Yeah,
but
okay.
I really fucking need a tight end.
See, my generation calls that the midnight special. Yeah, because that's in a bar at midnight. That's when you just start looking around for anything. So yeah,
Let's go ahead.
Eric
Speaking,
Ebron. Eric Ebron.
yeah, he is my 3 a.m.
God bless. Hayden Hurst.
No,
He had
reverse that order. Ebron is my 2 a.m. and and Logan Thomas is my 3 a.m.
nice. Do you have any more blasts on there? 'Cause I want to put up 3 that go against the Matrix of a Doc. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. These are like I told you earlier that I like using his calculations, but here are 3 ones that don't use his calculations. One is Hayden Hurst. Okay, 5 targets, 5 receptions, 47 yards, and a touchdown. Right. He was projected 6.6, and he scored 13. Right. Pretty. But that's really good because it doubled the amount. But I mean, it's decent. But how about Chris Herndon? 4 targets, 4 receptions, 34 yards for 1 touchdown. He was projected for 4 points, and he scored 11.4. So look at that, like how much he doubled his points there. But how about this one? This is the last one. Darren Fells, 2 targets, 1 reception for 22 yards and a touchdown. He was projected for 2.97 points, and he scored 8.7. So based on the matrix, he scored 4 times his projected points. So he's a huge blast. But yeah, I love pointing those things out. Thank you for allowing me to do that. How about let's go to Blake's real quick. you got in mind. I'm at T.J. Hawkinson's when I got here, dude. But again, that's the Stafford. Stafford's
Tonka.
out. Oh yeah, yeah. Tonka's a good one, dude. You're expecting a lot more out of him, and it looked like he was going to at the beginning. It really looked like that he was going to have a
Yeah, it
good
did
week.
for all of us. It really was. I
I was
mean, look,
excited for
look, someone else who Noah Fant did really, yeah.
Wait, Is he off
Gesicki.
your list? Is Noah Fant off your list?
Moving into next year, I was gonna be interesting to look at how the Broncos rebuild. The note this year is freaking everyone got injured at the same time. So obviously their athletics is going to have to looked at a little closer to try to determine what's going on with them.
Yeah, dude. I think let's throw it out there. Aaron Jones goes to the Broncos.
I do not want any of that.
Nothing. Well, I mean, Melvin Gordon's not
I
going
will
to be there.
be my way of dealing with that will be drafting Dylan.
Gotcha. Understandable. All right. Any other tight ends?
Nope. Let's move on to defenses.
Yeah. Well, kickers are real easy. Let's just do kickers
Okay,
real quick.
kickers. Look, Younghoe Koo. No good for you. No soup for
How about
you.
that? How about that, dude? Oh my gosh. Yeah. But one guy that came out of the doghouse, that guy went into the doghouse, but the reason why there was room is because Bagley got out. He won the game for the Chargers on his foot. Yeah, instead of losing it, so that was kind of nice. That was money, the money badger there.
For
Um,
once in his fucking life.
yeah, he did it. He did it. He's not such a loser after all.
He's the only person in the room that has a cool name. That's the difference.
Yeah, the money badger is cool.
Yeah,
Um,
like him. There's freaking Janikowski who's like injured and he's just always on the couch and he's like, "When I was right," and then and then there's Randy
Goskowski.
Bullock, who's like, "I was good for a couple seasons," and then there's Goskowski who's
Goskowski.
like, "Yeah, man, I won so many Super Bowls," and everyone's like, "You fucking suck now, Goskowski," and then you have Mason Crosby. Like, the
Oh
only
my
reason
god.
I'm in here is because I missed all my field goals in one game. And then you have Dan Bailey, who's like, I can just never win the game winner when it's money on the line. He's like, the money badger just like, I gotta get out of here. He sees like the good room. He sees like Young Wei. He sees Rodrigo. He's like, yeah. The only reason why I make all my field goals is because my huge cock angers me to the ground.
Oh my
You have,
gosh.
like, Justin Tucker, like, yeah, man, I just love life and life loves me, so my kicks always go through. You know what I mean? That you see a Zerline who's like, I'm kind of the bad boy of the group.
Dude, I'm not gonna mess. I'm not gonna mess your flow.
That's it. I
I'm
can't.
pretty sure that was all in one breath.
Harrison Butker is the kid who like he kind of he underachieves.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. No, I got you, dude. I got you.
He's like, fuck you, Butker. You could be so much better.
Well, he's tied to a good offense. Jason Sanders did well, four field goals. Matt Gay, 3 field goals. It's that's one of our show favorite. We love that guy. Yeah,
He's in the good room.
Daniel Carlson, 4 field goals, and of course you said
in the room yet.
he's trying to get in there. He's got his foot in the door. How about that?
No, he's
Uh,
the universe floating still in between the two rooms. That's how it works. It's just like two rooms in space, but he's in the correct direction.
Gotcha. Okay, and so and Zerline. You already mentioned Zerline. Three field
He's the
goals.
bad boy of the group.
Yeah. And of course, you talked about Koo already. I don't think Rodrigo did well for you either.
He was
This week.
serviceable. He got you 6 points. That's not a bust.
Yeah. I mentioned in the whenever we did our Shooter Sees Fire. Well, I did the Shooter Sees Fire show. That I said that it was going to be a Philip Rivers game where he was going to be turning things over and everything like that. Classic Philip Rivers, and it ended up happening that way. So I'm pretty proud of myself for calling that out. But I'm sorry if you started like Ty or anything like that. But Pascal did well, but who started him? So let's move on to defenses. Go for it, Connor. Who's
Football team.
Okay. At Tampa Bay, dude, 4 sacks, 1 interception.
Hey Brian.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey man.
Yeah. Hey man.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Voldemort.
Yay! Yeah, Drew Brees should have been a blank because of Voldemort. Yeah. Thanks, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. But on that same line of thinking, how about that defense, New Orleans, dude? Oh, they had 2 sacks and 33 points allowed. That's a blank. Indianapolis, 1 sack, 28 points allowed. Blank. Minnesota, 2 interceptions, 52 points allowed. Blank. You want to add anything on that, my brother?
The Browns were kind of a disappointment.
Yeah, it's in their name.
They kind of shit the bed, so to speak.
There you go. There you go. You're
They
feeling it. You're
shat
feeling
all over my fantasy football team.
it. They put a brown stain on your team.
They packed the fudge of my fantasy.
Oh man,
football.
I can't believe I got this started. Yeah, that's my fault. This is all my fault.
It's all my fault.
Yeah. So that wraps up, dude. That wraps up the wrap up.
Well, good thing we wrapped it up after the fact, after all the shit happened. Let's think. You're the champ, bust, boom. It's the last time, ladies and gentlemen, for the boom bust. I hope you liked all these,
Blank.
shoot the gap, themed things we did throughout the season. It was fun. We did blast and blanks. We did shoot or cease fire.
Yep.
We did the landmines. Help me out, amigo. What were some other ones we did? I know we did more.
Where's the beef?
There's the beef.
Yeah.
5-second fuse.
Oh yeah. Merry early Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And then how about the Reaper meter?
Reaper meter.
Yeah, that was
How about
fun.
FIFA?
Yeah, the cowbell. That was awesome. Yeah. No, man, we had a lot of fun. And we hope you guys did too. And all we ask if you did, if you've already liked and subscribed, then just tell one person, tell one friend about us. That you think might dig us. Just not everybody. Don't go down your, what I would say back in my generation, your Rolodex. You guys probably say your phone, but just one person. This one person. Hey, yeah, now you're speaking my language. But yeah, just one person. Just tell one person. That'd be awesome. Yeah, man. Maybe they might like it. Or if you don't like the show, tell somebody you hate. And then,
all dislike it twice.
I put that evil on them, Ricky Bobby. Yeah.
On them.
So let's go ahead. So let's go and land this plane, my brother. So yeah, we are going to be doing another show next week. I think we're talking about doing it like next Saturday. Is that right, Connor? Yeah. Well, next week we're going to have a new show, so make sure to like and subscribe, because you'll be able to. That's where we're going to start talking about, what happened. We're going to look at our drafts. We're going to start learning the lessons, and this is where it's going to get really cool, guys. So please stay tuned, because this is when you start doing the work. I think Connor will go and attest to this. This is where you start doing the work. Oh, I can now too. This is the work that you do to win a championship. You look at the lessons that you learn, and then you can go ahead and you use that to draft better, to make better moves, figure out what you're doing, what your weak points are. So this is what we're going to be doing. So make sure to like and subscribe. Connor, why don't you go ahead and thank the supporters and the sponsor of the show, brother?
Shout out to High Volume Music Radio, the pride of Sunnyside. I was listening to their radio station last week. They have a lot of cool fusion stuff. It's really cool stuff. I was writing. It kind of gave me a little energy boost. It was nice.
Dude, there's all types of styles there, man. I mean, it's fantastic. Gotcha.
And sports hosts, the premier global sports community out there, guys. You got to get in on it. Whether you're football or cricket or chess or
basketball season starting.
Starting, guys.
Shortest off season.
Basketball, college and professional.
There you go, man. There you go, dude. So it's a catch-all, dude. If there's definitely going to be something there for you. Connor, let's do parting shots, brother.
I'm hungry and I'm gonna get another championship next year. So watch out.
I wouldn't think you're hungry after all those chips that you just got through eating. You seem like you're
still gonna eat more.
Oh yeah.
I'm I'm doing nostalgia for the show. I'm doing all the things that make me me. So I'm wearing my rings. I'm eating on the wall that we're filming the show, and I'm wearing my. I'm going full meme.
Yeah, yeah, you look pretty supreme. Yeah, yeah, but with the way that your headphones hit, it's like up ream. So hey, you do you.
Just like
All right.
you have hope blocked
Yes, I
out.
do. I do.
With
I
my
do. I
face.
do. I. Okay.
With
Well,
my
whatever.
face. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Is it? Let me see. Let me
It's
see. Okay. Oh,
perfectly. It's perfectly
hey,
there.
that's awesome. Okay, thanks. Yeah. But yeah. Well, you can't have any hope for the Texan season now. It's over. So yeah. So my party shot, dude, is just guys, this is we're filming this on the 30th, so in 2 days, hindsight truly will be 2020. Yeah, so that's my party shot.
Took you all year to come up with that one, huh?
No, it didn't. This is what happens now that I'm not thinking about fantasy football. Dad jokes appear. Yeah, so this is what happens, dude. Yeah, like little cartoons going on in my head. All right, and so on behalf of Connor, the Gut Marshal, and me, your humble MC, Brian the Amigo Baldwin. We want to thank you for watching, and we always hope the best for you guys, and we hope that you learned from that we helped you out through the year, that you were entertained by three generational beefheads bouncing about. We're not going anywhere. Like, subscribe. We're gonna see you, Lord willing, next week. And Connor, help me out. Remember, everyone, in fantasy football, as in life.
Don't just dream it. Be it.
Yeah, good enough. All right, guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I hope we don't all die.